Hello there and welcome to my views on news. Rapidly evolving security situation in the Amhara region, where the regional president has written a letter to Ethiopian Prime Minister PM Abiy. What does the Amhara regional president want from federal government? Does he want military rule? Does he want big military intervention like it happened in Tigray? We'll have a detailed look at what Amhara President wants from federal government. And then after this letter was written, federal government spokesperson Lagasse Tolo spoke, who is head of communication ministry. He used words like terrorists, extremists, bandits, and other such terms for Fano fighters. What did Lagasse Tolo say, and what could happen in the region? Is Amhara going to come under direct military rule, or a massive military operation is on the cards? We will have a detailed look at the developments of the last few hours. Firstly, viewers, it started last night, by the way, when a top Amhara leader spoke. His name is Demeke Mekonnen, Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister of Ethiopia, Amhara, a top leader who worked with TPLF too in the past. Then he became part of PM Abiy's Prosperity Party. He is Deputy Chairman of the Prosperity Party as well. Yesterday, Demeke said that situation in Amhara is worrisome. Secondly, he raised some very important questions, especially he said the change which happened in Ethiopia did not lead to solution of problems. Questions were not answered. Questions of people were not answered. That led to the present situation in the Amhara region. So it means that he criticized the performance of PM Abiy's government. By the way, he has been part of this government since day one. That PM Abiy says that his era is era of change. So this era of change did not answer people's questions in the region, Amhara region, he said. And I think he was implying that people were not being given assurances about the status of Raya Volcaid. He did not make a mention of Raya Volcaid, but he was saying, I think, that federal government failed to answer Amhara people's demands about Raya Volcaid. He called for dialogue. He said that only solution is dialogue. He is part of the government, but indirectly he criticized federal government last night rather. Then today, on Thursday, we saw that collapse of regional security structure continued. I'll have a detailed look at today's events in coming video. What happened in Gondar, Gujam, Wallo. So I have several updates for you, but the videos too. Amhara President then wrote a letter 2 hours ago. The letter was made public. It's not a secret letter, by the way. Amhara President is not hiding what he wants. The letter is from Amhara Regional President addressed to Ethiopian PM office. The letter states that regular regional police is unable to counter security, social, economic crisis or challenge in the Amhara region. That is why, in accordance with Ethiopian constitution, federal government should implement necessary legal framework in the Amhara region. How to interpret this letter? What does a regional president want from the federal government? Firstly, he admitted, regional president Yilkal Kifale today has admitted that his government has collapsed. That is why he is seeking support of the federal government, because regional government has collapsed. Regional security structure collapsed. Regional security has only two forces: regional police, militia members. Amhara Special Force disbanded. Prison police cannot be part of operations outside prisons. So there's two forces. Even militias are not disciplined, well organized. So region is basically one force, and that is police. Police is not in a position to counter Fano. I've been saying that for several days. When I said that Fano, there was no match between Fano and police, people used to criticize me. They said, Sajid, you're just a supporter of Fano. You don't know about the capabilities of Amhara police. Fano are just bandits. They don't know how to fight. Police can easily fix them. ENDF can fix them. From day one, I've been saying, Amhara regional police cannot counter Fano. Now it has been confirmed. Amhara regional president has confessed, if is the right word, he has admitted that his regional security forces have collapsed. Why? Obviously, Fano more trained. Fano fighters are not just Fano fighters. Fano factions have Fano fighters, ENDF members, Amhara Special Force members. How can police counter such battle-hardened, skilled, well-equipped fighters led by colonels? How can a regional police counter? No. So, regional president admitted, but admission came late. After what he saw, that his government collapsed, his security structure collapsed, he admitted. So, first point is that regional president has admitted today that his government has failed. Secondly, what does he want from the federal government? He said, in accord with Ethiopian constitution. I don't know constitutional position about such letters. I think there are two likely scenarios. Either a military rule could be imposed in the Amhara region. Martial law for 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. And the region can come under military rule. One option. Second option, full-scale military operation in the Amhara region, like we saw in Tigray. Can we say that the ongoing military operation in Amhara is not full-scale? Yes. ENDF showing restraint. ENDF is not deploying all its assets. Ongoing military operation is not a full-fledged military operation. So, first option, military rule. Second option, military, full-scale military operation. But regional government will survive. It won't be disbanded. Rather, federal government could impose curfews in big cities. ENDF, Republican Guards, federal police, other assets, other forces could be deployed to the Amhara region. These are two main possibilities which I think could happen in coming hours. Is federal government going to intervene to resolve the conflict? Maybe after this letter. To mediate between Fano and itself, Fano and regional government. Well, the statement of Lagasse Tolo, the communication minister of Ethiopia, indicates that federal government is not going to offer dialogue. What did Lagasse Tolo say? Lagasse Tolo just 30 minutes ago issued a statement on behalf of the government. He said, ENDF, defense is the heart of Ethiopia, heart of the people of Ethiopia. Defense fought to protect Ethiopia, to protect people. Now defense is being maligned. Defamation campaigns are being launched. It is being demanded that federal forces withdraw from the Amhara region. They won't withdraw. Federal force, ENDF, won't withdraw from the Amhara region. it is a demand of the Fano fighters, by the way. They are demanding the withdrawal of Ethiopian National Defense Force from the Amhara region. But Lagasatolo firstly made it clear that Ethiopian military won't withdraw from the Amhara region, firstly. Secondly, he used very strong language against Fano fighters. He used terms like bandits, robbers, terrorists, extremists. Political traders are trying to get their political agendas through extremist forces in Amhara, he said. He indirectly mentioned what happened in Tigray without naming Tigray. He said, recent events are evidence, or a piece of evidence, that political objectives cannot be achieved through violence, through force, by force. Only he was referring to what happened in Tigray. That Tigray's demands were political, but Tigray could not achieve demands through use of force. The political objectives can only be achieved through dialogue. So Lagasse Tolo made it clear, I think he warned rather, that Tigray forces failed to achieve their objectives. Similar attempt is being made in the Amhara region. Ethiopian military won't withdraw from the Amhara region. It will continue its operations. Now, how to read regional president's letter and the minister Lagasse Tolo's statement? And we can link a development in Addis Ababa too with these two developments. Development of today. In Addis Ababa, starting from tomorrow, from Friday, 6-day ban has been imposed on motorbikes. No motorbikes are allowed to be on the streets of Addis Ababa for 6 days. Why? The ban came from Addis Ababa Transport Authority today. This ban, people say, is linked to likely deterioration of law and order situation in Addis Ababa, where large number of Amharas live. Fano fighters have been trying to form sleeper cells in Addis Ababa. They have been trying to infiltrate Addis Ababa. They have support in Addis Ababa. They have presence here. They have sleeper cells here. That is why in the capital city, this ban has been imposed. Lagasse Tolo's statement indicates, viewers, that Ethiopian government has decided that it won't give in to the ambitions of the Fano fighters, Fano factions. Ethiopian government is going to use military option. Why? Because government believes that it crushed an insurgency in Tigray in the 2-year-long war. It believes it can crush the insurgency in Amhara too. But there is a big difference. There is a big difference. The difference is Eritrea. Eritrea fully supported Ethiopian National Defense Force when ENDF wanted to crush TPLF. Eritrea won't support ENDF this time in the Amhara. This is a big difference. If you remember, I've been saying, had there been no Eritrean involvement in the 2-year-long war in Tigray, things would have been different. TPLF might have reached Addis Ababa. Eritrea intervention was the game changer. Here, Eritrea won't intervene. I don't think Eritrea will intervene in support of Ethiopian National Defense Force against Amhara Fano fighters. So there's a big difference. Does the federal government have this realization that it cannot crush Amhara Fano fighters? Massive public support is behind them. Amhara is not under siege. We can compare Amhara scenario and Tigray, what happened in Tigray, in some separate videos. So far it seems government is going to try military option. It is going to start major military operation in the Amhara region. We could see more deployments We could see use of Air Force heavy weapons, gunship helicopters, drones, and all what ENDF and Ethiopian Air Force have in the Amhara region in coming days. Let's see what happens. I'll try to give you a full update of Thursday in the next video about the Amhara region. Thank you for watching.